spaces we show on the show, you just want to keep renovating, right? Because there's so many amazing ideas. Let's get out to the audience now. Wanda has a question that she'd like to ask Brian. What would you like to ask him?
Hi, Brian. We're in the process of updating our living room, and I would like some ideas for the wall with the television to make it more modern and sleek looking.
Well, Wanda has, I've seen Wanda's picture, and then Wendy has, it's remarkable. I want you to see this because they have exactly the same room. It was this, I thought it was the same picture. They have the same TV unit, the same color floors, the TV with the same speakers on the wall. I'm like, oh, are these sisters?
Wanda and Wendy, did you guys come together?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so they obviously have the same decorator. So what I want to show you is some spaces that we did when you have a television on the wall. So one is we did this space, and believe it or not, this, okay, we did this. This is the TV set on.
Oh, I like that.
And then we hung art around it so that it is more interesting than just seeing that. Yeah. So hang art around it. We made a grid. And then in this one, which was the Princess Margaret Show House from 2 years ago, we did rails, like shelves on the wall. The TV was mounted on the wall, looked like it was on the shelf, and we just leaned pictures, family pictures, architectural pictures around it. Yeah. So it became more than just a TV. And then when the TV's off, it doesn't look like this big black monitor.
Can we turn it off now because it's on the wrong channel?
Well, I'll show that one. But people would
really good ideas because and all of you guys called it when these big black TVs came in style.
Oh, I know.
All of the designers were like, please do not throw that thing up on the wall by itself, which is what we've all done.
Or over the fireplace.
Or over the fireplace.
But with this, what you can do is you can freeze frame an image also on your monitor, and then it just looks like an art wall.
That's super cool.
That's very cool. Like good ideas for Wanda and Wendy. Now both go do that. Maybe both pick a different one to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Switch it up a little bit.
One does one and one does the other.
And send it to me.
Friends. Yeah. Mary has a question now for Suzanne. Hi, Mary.
Hi.
What would you like to ask her?
I don't know if this is possible, but on the right side of the kitchen, which you might want to consider empty, the left side is white. How to arrange the furniture? I'd love a place that could be like television office for working, setting up schedules, a place for maybe 2 to 4 people to dine, and maybe a place to curl up in.
Okay.
If it's possible.
The good news is you have a pretty big space, actually. It's quite generous when you look at it, and it's very empty. So I think you've got lots of options. So here it is as it is now, and then I wanted to show you the kitchen as well, because it's lovely. It's very classic white kitchen. Nice. You've got, because it is an all-white kitchen, you've got lots of flexibility with that, right, as a starting point. So I did a quick floor plan for you to show you some of the options, one of the options anyway. You can put, I'd like to see a banquette or something by the back door, kind of like we saw in the video of the house, where you can have room for people to sit on the bench, on the banquette. An oval table will give you lots of flow around that space, and you definitely have room for 4 people to dine here. Here's a whole built-in unit along this wall where you can put a TV, and you can watch it from your kitchen while you're cooking. 2 poofs in front, which you can move around for flexibility, for extra seating. And you'd have lots of room for a built-in storage unit at the end here, too, for all your cookbooks and all the stuff you want to store. You can arrange this any way you want, but that whole wall has lots of options for your elevation. You'd even have room for a nice cozy seat as well. Here's a quick elevation to show you what it could look like from that perspective. I like the idea that you have room for a piece of art that would give you lots of color in your all-white kitchen and personality as well on this side, and tons of storage which can be arranged any way really. And then I put together a little palette because I think a black and white palette would be really nice in your kitchen because you've got the orange tile floor. You don't want to inject a lot of extra color. So going with classics like the Serenade table and a white slipcover chair and these kind of open concept modern black pieces would look really sharp with your white kitchen. But lots of options for you. I can talk to you about more afterwards.
That's cool. Yeah. That's great. And that's the trend now. People want to live in their kitchens. Yeah, they're bringing that living space into the kitchen, which makes sense because for years we've been saying, you know what, can you get out of my kitchen and go to my living room? Right. Well, they're not going to do it. No. So put the living room in your kitchen, right? And everyone can hang out there. Heather's got a question now for Kimberly. Hi, Heather. What would you like to ask her?
Hi. I'm looking to refresh my living room. The couch is going to stay, but just looking for some advice as to what to do with the wall behind the couch mainly.
Okay. So I love this space. This is so cute. They have a young man at home, 2 years old, I think. His name is Owen. Beautiful space. I love the browns and I love the turquoise. But I'm going to say right off the top that that area carpet is... Let's hear it from the audience. Everybody knows you're sitting at home and you're like, you're such an expert when you're sitting at home. And yet when it's in your own house, you sometimes panic and think, is it too small? Yeah, it's too small. So I love the carpet, but it really needs to go somewhere else. And then I would do something big because I think it's a case of too small. This looks like a footstool that might go at the end of a bed, an ottoman. It's posing as a coffee table. And I get it, they probably just moved in and you're just making do with things you had from your first apartment and all that kind of stuff. And then for some reason over here, take a look at this table and the lamp. It's being punished. The lamp is in a timeout, very far from the sofa. So I'm going to say, let's get everything out of timeout. You need a nice big piece over the sofa that will really fill the space between those two windows. It could be one piece, as I've drawn here, or it could be a series of something just really tight together. And then a much bigger coffee table, really, really big, something Owen can stand on. Like, do not make this Owen-proof, make this Owen happy.
Yeah.
A couple of footstools here to give you some acoustic softening, which we talked about. A much bigger area carpet, which will also improve the acoustics in the room. And then instead of a little tiny end table, you have room to do a chest of drawers. So I think it would be wonderful to get a big chest of drawers, a little bit more storage. Maybe you hide the remotes, maybe you've got some Lego in there, and then a nice lamp over it. And I think that'll give you a nice big space. And hopefully Heather can use that pretty carpet somewhere else.
Yeah. What's the rule now when it comes to rugs? Just so that everybody knows.
This is my mantra. The bigger the carpet, the bigger the room looks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all the furniture on the carpet. Not just a few legs.
All the furniture on the carpet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a good rule of thumb, right? Just go when you think you've got big enough, go bigger.
Exactly.
We're squeezing in as many as we can. Let's get to Sarah now. Another question, this time for Brian. Hi, Sarah. What would you like to ask him?
Hi, Brian. We just moved into our home, and as you can see, it's all brown. I'm looking for your advice on color as well as setup.
Well, there's so much space, yet everything is jammed here. Like, you look at the kitchen layout where it's a U shape, but if you open the oven, no one can stand in there. I think you have to hop on the counter to open the stove. And then there's this odd area here with this little cabinet here. So there's a lot of opportunity to change that. So what I would do is get rid of that U shape, keep the cabinets around the wall, and put in a large island with counter stools there. So you can walk around the island. And then in that alcove where you had that little piece, I would build a big cabinet here. So you can put storage along here. These can be pantry cabinets or dishes and glasses. You can do some open shelving for curated things, dishes too. Take the backsplash all the way to the ceiling. I would probably look at changing the fridge to a built-in fridge so you can panel it. And then I would do a painted kitchen. Because you've got the wood, you can do some great colors. You could do like a soft blue or a soft green. Maybe keep the island in a wood if you want with stone tops. But have fun with some color. Use a colored kitchen. And colored kitchens are really great. And I think the outside of the house is sort of a soft blue. So get some color in the house. But you could do sort of like I would do.
Blue would be gorgeous, actually.
Yeah, like a soft
really
blue
nice.
kitchen.
Like these kinds?
Like these, like bunny gray or iceberg. That would be a beautiful with maybe white faux stone counters and white backsplash.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous.
Fabulous. You've got great
Big
space to work with.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Lovely.